Hey guys, it's Nick again. Welcome back to Car Lovers Unite. Today we will be doing a review of the brand new Chery Tiggo Cross. Okay guys, let's talk about the design of the new Tiggo Cross. So a lot of the design cues are actually inspired by a Tiggo, funny enough. So first off, we have these fog lamp contours that are inspired by the shape of a tiger's mouth when it roars. So as you can see, these lines over here. Then we've got these front headlights, and these stripes inside are actually inspired by the claw of a tiger. So when the lights are on, these three will light up. And then lastly, for the front, we've got this diamond grille, which is actually inspired by a diamond bracelet. So that's the front. Now on the side, we've got a very nice modern elegant design, nothing too crazy going on. But these lines over here are good for aerodynamics, which improves the fuel economy. And then we come to the rear. So we've got a very modern yet fashionable design for the rear tail lamp. So the actual rear tail lamp is actually inspired by the stripes of a tiger, and then the background has been smoked out to give it a more aggressive look. This car also comes with 18-inch alloy wheels as standard. Okay everyone, welcome to the interior of the Tiggo Cross. So this interior, the quality is amazing. We've got leather all over the place. We've got a leather steering wheel, leather up here, we've got leather seats, front and rear, we've got leather over here. So this car is the Tiggo Cross Elite, which is the top of the range model, and it comes with a DCT transmission. So this is a 6-speed DCT transmission, DCT standing for dual clutch. And we've got obviously an electronic handbrake. We've got your climate control, dual zone climate control over here. So it's all touchscreen operated. So the driver, in this case me, can have a desired temperature and the passenger can have their desired temperature. Over here we've got auxiliary buttons for this touchscreen. So it is a 10.25-inch dual screen. So each screen is 10.25 inches. So these buttons over here, we've got home button, we've got your different modes. So to change from eco to normal or to sport, we've got a button here that turns on your 360-degree cameras. We've got your hazards, and then obviously your volume buttons, and then to turn the display off. Now with this display, it is actually touchscreen as well, which is pretty cool. We've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard. In the Elite, it is wireless, so it just feeds off the Bluetooth. But through this screen over here, you can operate all of your vehicle settings. So anything that you want to change within the vehicle itself will be operated through here. And then through this screen, this is just your driver display. So obviously your speed, your revs, unnecessary information that you need. In terms of the quality though of this interior, it is really good. It feels really expensive, it feels really put together, everything feels solid. So in the Elite, we've got a sunroof as standard. In the Comfort, which is the other variant, which is a little bit cheaper than this one, there is unfortunately no sunroof and no 360-degree camera. But in the Elite, it comes fully kitted out as standard. In terms of the steering wheel, nice feeling steering wheel. Steering is not too heavy, but at the same time not too light. Over here we've got your wiper store that handles all of your wipers and all of that, and then here we've got your indicators and lights. And over here we've got your obviously your window switches, and then your button to open and close your mirrors so they can actually fold electronically. And that is the front. Let me take you quickly to the rear. Okay guys, so the rear part of this car, also again very comfortable. A good amount of headroom, so someone who is tall, I mean I'm average size, someone who is taller will be able to sit in here. And once again, fully leather all over the place, and yeah, it's a very nice place to sit. I'm very comfortable. I've got loads of knee room, and then you've got obviously a little bit of storage over here, and then we also have air conditioning, climate control in the rear as well. And then over here we've got a USB port, so if you want to charge your phone. And then there's a little bit of storage over here. But in terms of the rear, it's actually really comfortable. I could spend a good few hours in the rear of this car. Okay guys, let me show you around the boot of this car. So it's actually got quite a bit of space One thing to note though is this car is essentially a cross between a Chery Tiggo 4 and a Chery Tiggo 7. So it's got the shape and body of a Tiggo 4, but the technology of the more expensive Tiggo 7. But in terms of boot space, it's actually a decent size. You can actually fit a lot in here. And we've got some tie-down points here at the bottom. And then there's not much of a load lip either. So to lift stuff in and out, it's not too much of a struggle. And then obviously in here we've got your spare wheel with your jacks and all the equipment that you need. But no, in terms of boot space, this car does very well. And over here we can obviously also fold the seats down. But in terms of space, this boot is more than enough. Okay guys, so now I'm back at the showroom and I thought I'd just take some time to show you the lights on this car. Pretty cool. So you've got your dynamic indicator lights, and then we've got the front headlights that actually have an intelligent system where it can control its high beam. So if your brights are on and there's oncoming cars, it can actually dim it automatically. But let's go to the rear so I can show you that tiger stripe rear tail lamp. So as you can see over here, you've got the stripes of a tiger. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, I thought I'd take you guys around the interior. I know I've showed you previously, but we're in a darker place now. We're in the showroom, and I can actually turn this on for you guys and show you what this interior looks like. So stop start, and you've got obviously your dual screens now, and here's your relevant driving information. So the car's just heating up now, but the quality of this screen really is amazing. And then over here we've got this screen, which if I press this, there we go. So this is fully touchscreen, and you can change all of your relative information, your vehicle settings. So you've got all of your Bluetooth, and then you can change your speaker settings, display settings. This is actually quite cool. You've got a theme, so you can change the theme of the screen, which is pretty cool. So now it's on classic. If I go to streamer, it's gonna load, and then once it's loaded, there we go, it changes to this theme. And if I want to do it again, if I go here, display, and I click again, there's this theme as well. So it's going to change, and there we go. So me personally, I prefer classic. So let's change it back. And while that's changing, I thought I'd show you guys the rest. So we've also got ambient lighting, which is really cool. And yeah, it's currently set on pink or purple. And over here, we've obviously got your auxiliary buttons. So that's your home button. This is to change your different driving modes. So it's now currently in eco, as you can see there. If I click this,
it has entered regular mode.
There we go, normal mode, and then
it
sport.
Has entered sport mode.
So then your speed and revs turn red for sport. But let's put it back in eco. And then over here we've got your aircon and climate control settings. So let me just turn the intensity down so you can hear me. This setup is only available in the DCT models though. So even your Tiggo 4 DCTs have the same setup as this, and obviously in the Tiggo Cross it's the DCT, so it comes with this. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's all touch sensitive as well. So if I turn it off and then turn it back on, the only little thingy that I'm not the biggest fan of is obviously it's very prone to fingerprints. But if I was to own this car, I would just keep a microfiber cloth with me. But yeah, so here we've got your cup holders, your little holder for your key, which goes in like that, and then obviously you've got your handbrake and all of that stuff. In here we've got storage, so it's actually quite a big space. You can fit a lot of things in there. But yeah, quality obviously very good, as I mentioned previously. But yes, that is a little tour of the interior while the car is on. Another cool feature I forgot to mention about is the fact that this car comes with a 360-degree camera in the Elite model. So how it works is, if you're driving in a residential area and you're doing below 30 kilometers an hour, it will engage. So let's say, for instance, I'm driving now and I indicate. It'll send me a live feed on the second screen, and obviously you can change your angles over here. So it's obviously fully touchscreen, so we've got a full 360-degree view, and what's cool is you can even see that your indicator is on, which is quite a cool feature, and at the rear as well. But you can obviously change the settings. So we've got your rear view over here, your front view, then obviously your 360 that we've seen now, and then this is just a live feed from any of the angles, so you can change through there. And then you've got your camera settings as well. But yeah, that's another cool feature that the Chery Tiggo Cross Elite DCT comes with. Okay guys, let's talk about engines. So this car comes with a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine producing 108 kilowatts and 210 newton meters of torque, with a 6-speed DCT transmission, dual clutch as I mentioned before, and it is a wet transmission as well. Okay guys, let's talk about the price for this Tiggo Cross. So this specific variant is the Tiggo Cross Elite DCT, which is the top of the range model. So this car is available in a Comfort as well, which is the cheaper variant. The Comfort starts at $399,900, and this Elite DCT is $449,900. However, we do have an Easter special currently running at Chery Cape Gate, where you can get this specific variant for $439,900. Okay guys, that's it for now. This was the Chery Tiggo Cross. If you guys would like to book a test drive or come visit the dealership to see what stock we have, we are Chery Cape Gate. The information will be put in the video, but that is it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.